Do the rich people cringe and say, don't tell them that, Rob?
Yes. Don't tell people what you know. Right. Keep them poor. So my father was the head of education, PhD, all that stuff. I go home and ask him, said, why don't we learn about money in school? And he looked at me and says, because the government doesn't.
Today I'm here to introduce you guys into a man named Mr. Anthony J. Watts. Anthony J. Watts has been through many things in life. He's an author and he has a book on Amazon. It's called Survive to Thrive. In this book, Mr. Watts tells you the parallel journey that he's been through in life, through the significant teachings, how he was victorious in society, overcoming the feelings of being physical and emotional victim to his environment. He began to deeply believe in God and his teachings and the universe. He had endured many vigorous situations. Mr. Watts allowed his positivity and faith and beliefs to help him display not only healing but self-courage as well. While attending Indiana's University, his faith and positivity helped propel him to the top. While studying at South Bend University, he was living at a homeless shelter and he was committed to his studies. Mr. Anthony J. Watts also entails how before college he was suddenly struck by the shock of having a brain aneurysm. Shaking away his old life and his studies, he was suddenly open to the new life before him. This author and leader and mentor, Mr. Anthony J. Watts, fully understands the situation in life and what happens to you, and it's only for you. He teaches and tells you and instructs you how to overcome these situations that come into your life. Mr. Anthony J. Watts is not only a mentor, but he's also a great friend of mine.
Here I am walking in Michigan City, Indiana, and I don't know, today is a beautiful day. Getting some vitamin D while I'm walking. Trying not to get sick from something else, because this coronavirus has everybody scared but me. I know I need, it's better to be aware than just be in this energy of fear and panic shopping. I called myself going to the store to make a soup and buy the ingredients, and there was no noodles. So I even looked at the roll where the Roman noodles were, and they were gone too. So people are really in a panic right now. But I'm a part-time vegan. Well, I shouldn't say part-time. I eat mostly vegetables. I used to be a full-time vegan, every day, all day vegan. I'm going back to that practice actually. I'm not far away from it right now, and I haven't been for years. But what I want to talk about today is something that I've been procrastinating about and been noticing about myself. Also, is the law of least action. And it's very healthy and very successful. This law is so unbelievable because you may not see that the resistance in whatever you're doing or whatnot. You may not see certain things as being successful that you're doing because the house is not a mansion that you're going to get, but you don't see the future and you don't have that grand visualization that you have on that vision board or in your gratitude list or whatnot. So it's easy to just let things slip, so you don't see the success part.
Do the rich people cringe and say, don't tell them that, Robert?
Yes. Don't tell people what you know.
Right.
Keep them poor. So my father was the head of education, PhD, all that stuff. I go home and ask him, said, why don't we learn about money in school? And he looked at me and says, because the government doesn't.